Spike Lee. Welcome to the Daily Social Distancing Show.
It's a pleasure spending time with you. And I said this off screen, but I want to say on camera. You are doing a great job. You are speaking truth to power, and you're making a difference. You're making a
Thank you.
difference.
Thank you so much, my brother. I appreciate you. Thank
Word
you.
is
Thank
bond.
you. Thank you.
Word is bond. Word to the vote. True.
But this interview is about you, man. Let's talk to the great Spike Lee. You've got a new movie that is coming out on Netflix that I had the pleasure of watching last night, and it's interesting. I mean, the last time I spoke to you about a film, it was BlacKkKlansman, right? And if you do me a favor, Spike, I'm gonna direct you for a second. Could you pull back up just a little bit so I get more of you in frame? Thank you so much. That's fantastic. That's beautiful.
I will take directions from you.
I wanted to talk to you about how Spike Lee is making movies now and what you're doing with your platform, because you know BlacKkKlansman, so many people watched it, and for me, one of the moments I will never forget is the scenes that you played from the news, real life news at the end of the movie, and how what was happening in the movie connected with what we're experiencing today. You've done something really similar in The Five Bloods, you know, in that you've created a story that's you know, it's a powerful story about black war veterans from the Vietnam War coming back together for a trip to go back to Vietnam to reconnect as brothers, to go and, you know, pay respect to somebody that they've lost. But you've made the film tie into what's happening now. You've even got some moments of today in there. Explain to me why you've chosen to do that.
Well, I think that, and also thank you for having me on the show. I think that people are more apt to enjoy an historical piece if in some way, shape, or form, you could slip in what's happening now. And as you mentioned, we did that at the end of BlacKkKlansman, where we saw the murder of Heather Heyer with that rally in Charlottesville. And it wasn't, the way the film came out had nothing to do with the timing, but there could not have been a better time for this film, because I truly think that a lot of what's in the film is why people are marching all across this world chanting Black Lives Matter. And in many cases, those are black and brown faces yelling Black Lives Matter.
Right.
And that's a win right there. That's a win right there. So I really feel strong about this, that all this energy, all these different people that were coming together, we're becoming galvanized, particularly in the United States of America. We have to keep this energy, register to vote, and celebrate when the numbers come in, like our brother Prince said, like it's 1999. I'm telling you, they're going to be some of the biggest parties ever.
You've made films, Spike, that have captured the moment in America. So what I wanted to know was this. When you made The Five Bloods, every theme in the story connects to what's happening now. It's a story of 4 black men who served the American military during Vietnam. And what's really powerful is that they don't just face, you know, the struggles that all veterans face when they come back, but they have the compound suffering of being black as well. They come back to a country that's still racist. They come back to a country that still oppresses them, even though they fought for that country when they were called upon. That part of the story is really strong. You know, it's not just a trip. It's not just a boys' trip movie. It's a movie that goes into the war. It goes into the experiences. It goes into their PTSD. That felt like something you were really trying to focus on in the film. Why was that so important for you to do?
A very simple answer, my brother. Chadwick Boseman, who plays Stormy Norman, he tells him that the first person to die for the United States of America in the war, the American Revolutionary War, was a black man. 1770, there's a thing called the Boston Massacre. And a black man died, Crispus Attucks. So from the very beginning, we've been fighting for this country. From the very beginning. From the very beginning. We've been fighting for this country, as you said, that doesn't fight for us. We've been loving this country that doesn't love us. And so when this guy, Agent Orange, talks about our brother Colin Kaepernick not being patriotic, that's some BS. First of all, Colin, him kneeling had nothing to do with blasting the armed forces or disgracing Old Glory, red, white, and blue. It's about the same thing that people are marching all across the streets in this world. Agent Orange also called black NFL players SOBs. He also said that refrain, which came really from the Vietnam War, which is told towards anti-war protesters, America, love it or leave it. First of all, you cannot tell any African American, love it or leave it. We built this bitch. We built it. The foundation, I know some people might have heard me say this before, but bear with me. The foundation, United States of America, is the stealing of the land from the Native people and the genocide committed against them, paired with slavery. That is the foundation of the United States of America. It's a fact. Boom.
Before I let you go, Spike, I wanted to ask you, I know this is a really controversial question and I need you to bear with me, but do you think the NBA stopping was the best thing that happened to the Knicks? Or do you wish you were still there courtside?
If you remember, because the whole thing blew up, I said I'm not coming back to a game this regular season. And I was prophetic.
And now nobody's coming to a regular game, Spike. Oh, man. Thank you so much for joining me again. I truly, truly appreciate it. Continue doing what you're doing. And as always, it's an honor to have you on the show.
And it's my honor. Let me just say this real quickly. We've never, ever had a meal or a drink. We got to do that. AC after Corona.
I love that.
We're here in New York, baby. Come on.
AC after Corona. Me and you, Spike Lee, having a drink.
All right, man.
And we both know who's paying. I love you, Spike.
I got you.